a bid to integrate entrepreneurship curriculum into secondary schools, the Trade and Entrepreneurship Department of the Federal Capital Territory FCT Secondary Education Board (SEB) organized trade, entrepreneurship, exhibition, competition and awards. Theme: Renewable Energy and Economic Sustainability.
Today, our children will showcase their entrepreneurial skill by presenting innovative solutions to Nigeria's lingering energy problems. You will also have the opportunity to view exhibits of their trade subjects, showcasing their creativity and skills. Please take time to visit their stand and encourage you to purchase some of their products to support their entrepreneurial endeavor.
The event was a creative entrepreneurship competition amongst 8 schools in Abuja: Government Secondary School, Gwari; Government Secondary School, Gwarimpa; Government Secondary School, Life Camp;
GSS Dukba, GSS Apo, GSS GP, GSS Buhari, and GSS Hajj Camp. These are the schools that made it to the first 8. I think they deserve a big round of applause. Please. Thank you.
The Director, Secretary of the Secondary Education Board, Dr. Mohammed Sani Ladan, who was represented by Director Guidance and Counseling, Dr. Margaret Adeyeye, speaks.
At the Secondary Education Board, we firmly believe that the foundation for this green revolution is laid in our secondary schools. This is where curiosity transforms into discovery, where scientific principles come alive, and where the engineers, the entrepreneurs, and the innovators of tomorrow are first inspired. Our mandate is clear: to equip our students not just with certificates, but with critical thinking, skill, practical knowledge, and innovative spirit to tackle real-world challenges. That's why trade and entrepreneurship education is not just important, but it is essential.
The event showcased a wide range of products produced by the students.
So by ourselves, the leather was bought to make this product, and so was our organic hair cream and our inorganic hair cream, which our hair goods, both natural and unnatural, both chemical. It was made by us, the students, just by maybe our teacher's supervision, but everything was made by us. Even this hair cream, which helps with natural hair growth, it helps for hair nourishment, growth of hair, it stops breakage. Over here too, it helps because this is natural. This is made out of chemicals. This one was made from natural products. We made this bag in our leatherwork production class. This bag, the leather was bought, but it was sewn by our sewing team in the leatherwork office. This purse over here too was made by our leatherwork production group. The leather here was bought, but everything was made by we, the students, by our teacher's supervision. We spent maybe an hour or so making these things, but everything was just God and the help of our teachers. We advise you to learn it because it helps in making entrepreneurship skills. It helps in building your charisma, because once you have skills like this, when you enter university or any other further education, you will not be calling your parents for assistance because you would have already built your foundation on leather work.
This is the shopping bag, the bag, the lunch box, the shoe, the eyesar, and the purse made from our. So I'm going to talk about this chocolate. It's made from the bottle caps. It reduces environmental harm and it prevents aquatic ecosystem, and it prevents plastic waste from contaminating fresh water. Well, we melted the bottle caps inside the bowl, shaping it into desired sizes. When cold and handy, we refine with sandpaper and a saw, making it safe for food preparation. Over to our biological plant.
Here are our trade subjects, one of our trade subjects, and we have some things used by the tie-dye materials. Like here now we have our minters, which are for bringing hot food from out from the fire, and we have our throw pillows. How to make the fabric. first create your dye baths, which is needed or which needs dye, the chemicals which are hydrosulfides and caustic soda. When you create your dye baths, you add hot water, a boiling hot water, not just normal, just boiling hot water straight from the fire. You add it into your bowl or your bucket. Then you tie your material in a needed, like any design of your choice. Then you dip it inside your dye baths. After it's dipped for like 15 or 5 minutes, you bring it out or you turn it to the other side. It depends on the pattern. Then you spray it so it can deoxidize. You spray it not like under the natural sun, like inside under its shade or something. Then here we have our bleaching, which only consists of one chemical, which is hypo. That is the bleaching stuff. This one we use 3 sachets of hypo to make it. But even this too, this is another tie-dye material. This is a batik. This one we usually candle wax on the fabric. We melt the candle, then we use your foam to put on the material. So there are other things you can use tie-dye materials.
We are the cottage entrepreneurship team from Government Secondary School, Abuja, Nigeria. We are here to bid before you distinguished panel of judges our innovative energy source, Third Edge Power Park. The aim of this project is to produce alternative energy source by harnessing solar power. We believe that with the availability of our 3-in-1 Edge Power Park, alternative energy source will be achieved with wealth creation for the citizens. This will pave ways for achieving smart economy in line with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals number 7 and 13. That is clean energy and climate action.
We are students of Government Secondary School, Guaifai Estate. Our project is about biogas. We looked at our surrounding and how our waste are continually degrading our environment, and we decided that instead of allowing this waste to continually degrade our environment, we gather them up to create a sustainable and efficient gas, which is biogas.
Why biogas is better is because jobs can be created into this. Imagine you selling your sock away to people for them to reuse it to create biogas. You see, this is reducing the amount of poverty. It gives people a way of income. You take a look at China, their drainages and sewage system are linked to reservoirs. And if this project is properly funded, we can do that to link it to reservoirs so that this same pipe can lead to gas and we can use it for gas plant, for biogas.
Biogas can create a more sustainable future for us. It can help Nigeria retract its environmental footprint and also reduce the cost of pollution and climate negative change.
From Government Secondary School GB, standing here before you to present a project, generation of electricity from cow dung. Cow dung can conduct electricity, not only to conduct electricity, we can also use cow dung for many things, like biogas, but today we'll be focusing on the generation of electricity from cow dung. Items we use for making the project. First of all, we need can, 2 pipe, 3 water, 4 battery cell, 5 zinc, 6 sodium bicarbonate salt, etc. Procedures for making this project. First of all, you get a can, bust the top and fix a cover. 2, you get a pipe, bust different holes and fix the battery cell as the positive and fix zinc as the negative. Thirdly, you get another can and mix the cow dung inside and pour it into this one. Then add sodium bicarbonate salt and connect it to charge for 2 hours. After 2 hours, this project will be able to generate electricity. Thank you.
Here with me is an organic insecticide. What brought us to this experiment is the topic named insect pest. So to get rid of this insect pest, we came up with the idea of producing this organic insecticide, which could help to eradicate the insect pests in our surroundings, creating nuisance to the farmer and other human beings.
Government Girls Secondary School, solar water heaters are more than just a way of getting hot water. It's a tool for sustainable development. Our project meets 7 sustainable development goals. SDG 1, no poverty. SDG 13, climate action. SDG 3, good health and well-being. SDG 7, affordable and clean energy. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. SDG 9, industry, innovation and infrastructure. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. Criterion 1, feasibility. The solar water heater is a low-tech, high-impact solution. It requires no electricity, only sunlight, a resource Nigeria has in abundance. It uses locally available materials like black metal pipes, glass, and insulated containers. With minimal training, local artisans can build and maintain this unit, and most importantly, it costs far less than electric or gas systems, making it viable even for low-income households.
Relevant needs and results. In FCT Abuja's rural areas like Kuje, Abaji, and Bagalada, thousands of families rely on open fire or kerosene to heat water. These are expensive, harmful to the health, and environmentally damaging. Today, we present to you a solar water heater, which directly addresses local energy poverty while aligning with the Nigeria's climate and development goals. Moreover, electricity supply in FCT can be unstable in rural areas and expensive. Solar water heaters reduces the dependency on the national grid and cuts long-term energy costs. We design our solar water heater to last, adapt, and grow with the community. With skill and solidarity, we can give every family in rural FCT the one they deserve. Let's heat water with hope.
And distinguished entrepreneurs of GSS Barry. We are known to accord respect to whom respect is due, and so we say. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Ponchali Atrejo, and I am the CEO of Future Mind Builders Network Limited, a limited liability company registered under the CAC, and with me here are
Joseph Victor Ojajogu, the Chief Technical Officer, and
the Chief Marketing Officer. Our country has given more attention to renewable energy like wind and solar power. We don't have enough financial ability and technical know-how to upscale its high-profile industrial level. My job is to encourage you all to know that it is not feasible for Dangote refinery to operate on solar and wind power only, but can effectively be powered by biogas, which is why we have chosen our business venture to focus on bioenergy. In order to avoid much competition in Nigerian renewable ecosystem, which is already saturated by solar and wind power.
which type of bioenergy are we producing that I would like to showcase to our audience in this pitching?
Jatropha biodiesel.
What is Jatropha?
Jatropha cactus is a plant of fast-growing species. It is known for its tolerance to most weather conditions and soil types, adaptability, and also high oil yield. Many individuals in our local community have Jatropha cactus at the back of their houses but do not make use of it. We have studied the feasibility of our business venture and have found that an hectare of land can produce over 2.5 million liters of Jatropha biodiesel, as an hectare of land can contain up to 50,000 stands of Jatropha cactus, which we sell at 500 naira per liter, making a gain of 300 naira per liter, which is 60% returns on investment. When we sell 25 kiloliter of our Jatropha biodiesel, we sell for 12,500 naira, compared to petroleum diesel, which is sold for almost 40,000 naira. Now, my judges, you can see the difference in their price margin. Our products cover some SDG goals, such as goal number 1, low poverty.
Goal number 2, zero hunger.
Goal number 4, quality education. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation.
Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy.
Goal number 9, industry innovation and infrastructure. Goal number 12, responsible production and consumption.
Goal number 13, climate action.
Goal number 17, partnership for the goals. In conclusion, from our business model, we'll be able to effectively market our JCO biodiesel while contributing to a sustainable and renewable energy mix. With your partnership and our talent, we sure will make clean, sustainable and renewable energy affordable for all.
Yes, Hatchcamp, and our project name is Repowered Nexus, a hybrid-powered hydroponics farming system. Picture a future where our children don't go to bed hungry because rain refuses to fall or waterboard having issues. A future where the rustling of wind is no longer noise but nourishment. A future where plastic waste becomes solution, not pollution. Where women in agriculture are not left behind and young people don't just talk about change, they become investors, building the very tools that feed their future. The physical phenomena of GSS Hatchcamp 2025 was inspired by a simple question. What if the wind could feed us? What if the plastic waste that chokes our streets could transform from pollution to productivity? Ladies and gentlemen, we stopped asking what's and started building what's next. We present to you Repowered Nexus, a portable hybrid hydroponic farming system which is designed to solve Nigeria's 3 greatest challenges, which are unreliable power supply, food insecurity, and environmental degradation. This our project Sustainable Development Goals, that is the SDGs, SDGs 1, no poverty, SDGs 2, zero hunger, SDGs 5, gender equality, SDGs 7, affordable and clean energy. This our project, Repowered Nexus, uses clean energy. We use wind to cultivate rather than using expensive fuels and diesels. This our project was built from recycled plastics, which will fund around our environment during sensitization and can fit into our classrooms, hostels, offices, courtyards, etc. But more than just a prototype, this is a model of what's possible when students stop stop asking about change but start engineering it. And guess what? We didn't do it alone. We consulted farmers, women leaders, and community chiefs. We learned from the Winded Institute in Peru, then we studied the Hydroponics Africa in Kenya. Then we asked, how do we make it Nigeria? How do we make it better? That's how we built Repowered Nexus, by Nigerians for Nigeria, because this belongs to all of us. And our model is not just creative, it's a symbol of unity, sustainability, and youth-led brilliance. This is not just a project, this is a revolution in a box.
We use belt to make it rotate. So first of all, this is our crankshaft. We use it so that to increase torque. So this is our gearbox.
When you prepare this thing, it pumps water which will supply to this plant for germination. This solar is to charge the battery.
We are students of Government Secondary School, Ushafa, and we have come up with a project. Some people say there is no land in Nigeria for agricultural purposes. No, there is. But most of our agricultural practices are human labor based, and this is scaring away the youths. But there is a solution. As the name implies, it's a robot that has been invented to work in the agricultural sector. We try to build something to impact agriculture and economy, and at the same time be eco-friendly by using renewable energy, which is energy that is easily replenished after it is used. We use solar energy, which is the most important yet abundant energy on planet Earth. This solar energy we're able to capture through solar panels to charge the battery to be used at any convenient time. Actually, this robot is controlled by this smartphone. It was connected to Bluetooth the same way you connect your normal MP3 player. And by pausing and playing a certain music you are playing on the phone, this robot can turn and go forward respectively. So it's meant to drop seed at regular intervals.
Some of the dignitaries in their goodwill messages commended the commitment of FCT SEP to entrepreneurship education.
This project that they have shown today is needed by the world, especially the United Nations. They are looking for these ideas and these innovative skills to use it as what can drive the development in the world today. We are so proud of you, the schools, the mentors, and the students. I will task our students to start thinking outside the box to see what are they going to bring in terms of their creativity to bring any sort of technology that can have aircrafts should not crash at any level.
If somebody is able to develop a particular technology, it can only get better for continuing to work on that technology. And if you can really invest in one of these technology, we're actually going to create job, and it's going to prevent insecurity in the future, and a lot, the economy will also blossom. So I want to thank the organizers of the program, and because it's actually very laudable.
I want to assure FC Secondary Education Board that the principal, come day, come night, come rain, come shine, will be part of this program, in making sure that everything succeeds. We want to identify with you and ensure that anytime it is organized, we are ready to participate. You can see what the students have shown. That is to show that FCT Education Unit is doing very, very well.
I want to say to the students, your generation is the luckiest because you have been given an alternative or an additional thing to do. Education has moved away from being exclusive to inclusive. You have been trained in entrepreneurial skills to help you.
Our mission is to build on the conviction that education is a fundamental right that should be accessible to every child, regardless of your background or your circumstance. Youth out there cannot actually come up with, but at this age and time, you're able to come up with something like this. We are
actually very, very proud of you.
While certificates and awards were presented to participate in schools, certificates were also presented to some of the partners.
For the benefit of man and your organization.
So the next school that won the Best Use of Media Award is Government Secondary School, Buagwa, FCT Abuja. And the name of their media is Cutting Edge. For the past 3 years, I confirmed it when I was in the United Kingdom.
At the end of the exhibition, Government Secondary School, Wari, and Government Secondary School, Hajj Camp, took third and second positions respectively.
Sincerely congratulate the GSS Buhari for this great feat. This is just the beginning for you, and I know that God is going to take you places. Congratulations. Government Secondary School Hajj Camp, I also congratulate you. I pray that God will give you more wisdom